Hello and welcome back to Puerto Rico Life. This is Jeff Holst. It is the middle of January, about January 16th, I believe. 17th actually, Monday, the 17th of January. And I'm in Rincon, Puerto Rico. So, anyway, right here in the plaza, as you can see, they still have Christmas decorations up around me. There's some back over there as well. One of the things I love about Puerto Rico is that they have a super long holiday season. One of the things I love about Rincon, especially in January, is the weather is amazing. Today, the waves were breaking really big, and I went out to the lighthouse. I did a video about that before, the lighthouse, and I would encourage you to check that lighthouse video out. But anyway, so I'm here in Rincon, and this morning I went out to the lighthouse. Oh, actually, this morning I went scuba diving. So I went out with Rincon Dive and Snorkel. I like those guys. This is the second time I've gone diving with them. This time it was essentially a private dive tour, just me and one dive instructor, and we went out to the reef and we did the wall dive. Actually, basically you kick out from the shore about a quarter mile. It's quite a ways out. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to swim out there, and then you drop down about 45 feet to the shelf, and then you go over the edge of the wall and go down to about 70 feet. A nice dive. It was very relaxing today since it was just the two of us. We saw a puffer fish, and the most amazing part about the dive today was you could actually hear the humpback whales singing in the distance. So in January, February, March, the humpbacks actually migrate through the channel between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. And you can go on whale watching tours. I didn't do that, but I could actually hear them singing to each other across great distances, and that was amazing. So we could hear one humpback call out and then another respond. It was a little bit faint because they were still quite a ways out from us. Obviously, we didn't see them. I mean, I would say they were several miles out from us. They weren't right on top of us by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a fantastic experience. I've never heard the sound of humpbacks before. Seen them before in Alaska. Speaking of Alaska, I apologize that I haven't been around too much. I've been traveling a lot. I've been back and forth to Puerto Rico several times. It turns out it's a lot of work to get your. It is a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work to get yourself moved to Puerto Rico, and I mean, not even really fully moving, as we discussed in the video where I talked to, international tax professional. And I will tag that video in the comments below. But anyway, the point is, like, I don't even know if I'm going to move here, but I want to establish residency here, not in the full time help of not in the full time sense, but I want to have a place where I can call a second home in Isla Verde. And obviously, I have the condo there. I'm going back and forth to the condo. I've done videos about the condo already. It's been amazing. I actually have my mom staying in the condo with me right now, and I took her down here to Rincon to kind of show her around. She's going to stay for the next couple of weeks. Well, I'm actually going to travel to Argentina and then ultimately to Antarctica. So if I disappear for a few weeks, I apologize. I'm going to be traveling a lot. But after Antarctica, Mrs. Puerto Rico Life will be done with her job, and she will be leaving to go on the Appalachian Trail. So she's going to actually do a through hike of the Appalachian Trail, which takes about 6 months. She'll be starting that in mid-March. Once that occurs, about 2 months from now, I'm going to more or less be in Puerto Rico by myself for several months. And during that time, I will do my best to start doing a better job of uploading videos, because I feel really bad that I haven't been supporting the channel in the way that I should, because you guys have been so supportive of me, and I've been enjoying my time here so much that I haven't been focused on producing video content. The other thing that's going on too is that it actually is taking me a lot more effort than I realized, and I'm going to do some videos about this in the near future. But things like getting furniture picked out because of COVID, because of the supply chain, because of the uniqueness of being in Puerto Rico, it's been difficult. You go to IKEA in San Juan and you think you can just order something, but it might not come in for months. So we did some searching. We have found two beds, a couch, a chair, And next, I'm gonna find a dining room table, and then I'm gonna be done with that. But even stuff like figuring out how to get silverware here. I have tons of silverware in Chattanooga, more than I need, especially now that I'm selling my house and renting a small studio apartment. But how do you get silverware here? I mean, you can ship it, but I don't really want to ship a whole bunch of stuff. I don't really have a need to ship like an entire box of stuff. So what I've been doing instead is I've been loading my checked luggage with miscellaneous stuff. I brought frying pans and sheets and towels and uh, all sorts of things in the checked luggage, and I'm slowly getting my stuff over here, one trip at a time. The good news is that I've been making a lot of trips back and forth, and I've been upgraded a couple times, so I've been able to take a third suitcase, which is a game changer. A little bit tricky at the airport there in Old San Juan. I mean, in Isla Verde, Carolina, the San Juan International Airport. If you have 3 bags and have to deal with the COVID protocols, you definitely are going to want to get a porter. So that's been a game changer for me. I discovered the porters have a secret exit, so they get through the airport faster, and they also help carry your stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. Um, I got to figure out how to buy a car, so that I'm going to do videos about that as well. Even things like, getting glasses and cups and plates and stuff. Now, I have a realtor slash friend who helped me find the apartment that I'm in. She's been very helpful in this. She's been my person on the ground here. Her name is Veronica. And if any of you are looking for a place in Puerto Rico, whether to buy or rent, I highly recommend you talk to her. I'm happy to if you um, reach out by sending an email to the email address below. I'm happy to connect you with her um, about that process. I also hope to be interviewing more people that have moved to Puerto Rico, people that live in Puerto Rico in the near future. So if you know anyone who lives in Puerto Rico, or you currently live in Puerto Rico and you're interested in talking to me on my channel, I would very much encourage you to do so. I'd love to hear your story and see how it fits in to living in Puerto Rico, because the point of Puerto Rico Life as a channel is to help people appreciate the lifestyle of a person living in Puerto Rico, and that includes people that have an experience different than mine. I mean, listen, I'm uh, I'm a white guy from the Midwest. If you're not me, then your experience is going to be different. If you're Puerto Rican, your experience is going to be significantly different than mine. And I'd love to talk to some of those people as well. So I'm going to continue to reach out to people in my network to make connections with people. And now that I've been here for a little while, I'm starting to make some friends. I haven't quite gotten the nerve to ask the people that I just met about it. But when I do, you'll be the first to hear, because we will be making sure that those interviews go here on the channel. Speaking of that, if you are enjoying my content and enjoying hearing more about my experiences in Puerto Rico, I would love it if you would give me the thumbs up on this video, and also if you would subscribe to the channel. Both those things mean a lot to me. And then if you want, put in the comments below things that you'd like to know the answers to. If you ask good questions, maybe I can make a video about those as well. As always, enjoy your life. Make sure you're living the very best version of your last life ever, and check out my last life ever channel on YouTube as well, or on wherever you podcast. But anyway, I am going to go get some dinner, so you have an amazing evening, day, night, morning, wherever you may be. And if you're here in Puerto Rico, enjoy it, my friends.